Community. It's a feeling of fellowship with others, sharing common attitudes, interests, and goals.
Can anyone tell me what community means to you?
And for 100 years, this is what Campbell School District has been about. From its humble beginnings on the farm, Campbell Union School District was created for one reason: to serve as a safe learning environment for children to learn and grow.
Remember, it's a little tricky, but make your bed.
Today, CUSD is a combination of schools within 6 different cities.
The foundation of our Innovation Hour is based on being self-directed and innovative, allowing our students to explore their interests.
The employees of this district are innovative problem solvers who create solutions by considering how things could be rather than how they are.
So you think the sun's temperature might fluctuate a little bit and that could also contribute?
I had teachers who saw me as part of the community and gave me the resources that I needed, and so I had that support from the schools and from teachers, and I wouldn't be where I am today. My story wouldn't be possible if it hadn't been for that experience with Campbell Union Schools.
In a picture, you can see things and point it out, but in text, you can see things too.
And today, that legacy continues. With its Future Ready program, CUSD nurtures students' curiosity and builds on their strengths to help them on their journey to becoming successful, caring, and contributing adults.
We're preparing our students to be able to address those challenging problems in a way that's going to have a positive impact, not just for this small community, but for the state and nation. We had a lot of pioneers precede the people who are in the district now, making sure that we have a connection to our community, honoring those in our community, but always being forward-thinking.
A couple years ago, nobody would talk about how we're only using fossil fuels and stuff, but in 6th grade and this year, all the teachers are talking about how when we grow up, we can make things more sustainable and make things electric and solar powered.
100 years later, one thing remains constant. Campbell Union School District is committed to being a positive influence, supporting the development of students, partnering with families and the broader community to create a wonderful place to learn, work, and be.
I was sort of like a proud mom on the day of the innovation pitch because there were so many different ideas, but the one constant was the level of enthusiasm.
I think if you give them a really, really good tool, they'll create some amazing content.
In order to have interesting writing, we need to have varied sentence structure. And that's one of the hardest things to conceptualize as a student.
By the students, for the students. So we always keep this in the back of our brains as we are creating our innovation classes.
If you're growing as an individual, it's going to make your section so much better.
Kindle curiosity, give them a multi-sensory experience.
After the pandemic, the hands-on part has been so important in the classroom.
One way we can measure success next year would be to see how our students are able to mentor.
So tools that improve fluency, literacy, and comprehension and can be replicated in both languages are a huge benefit.
So the idea behind the innovation grants was one, for teacher teams to start with some form of data, identify what is the problem we're trying to solve, what one change will we put in place, and then how will we monitor it over time to see if it has the expected outcome, if it improves or lessens the challenge that teachers were trying to solve.
Teachers are truly passionate about what they're able to do, and so taking the time to focus on one project and be innovative in one subject is something that's fun. It makes us better teachers.
This won't be a one-year endeavor. We got the shot in the arm of one-time dollars, and we have at least enough to do this for 2 more years. And then at that point, if the one-time money is no longer there, the expectation is we would be able to go out and find corporate sponsors to keep this process going, because they also have a vested interest in us doing education in a way that better prepares the upcoming workforce to take on real-world challenges, make a positive impact.